Hello friends, in this video we are going to learn about how to receive a input from the user inside Python. We are going to learn how to receive a input inside Python using this question. So this question says get the age and name from the user and display my name is space and I am space years old on the screen. So this spaces should fill using the received inputs. So I am inside the Visual Studio Code and I am going to create a new file called input.py and press enter for create that file. Here I am inside this input.py file. In previous videos we have learned about print statement. So basically print statement prints in the terminal what we are put inside the parentheses. Like that, today we are going to learn a new command called input. As we have done previous, we write the input command like this: input then parentheses. So let's try out our new command. Here you can see our program is still running and not ended. So it is waiting for input. So I am going to manually end our program and do a little modification to our input command. So I am going to put inside this parenthesis some string. I am going to enter your name then colon. Okay, now again I am going to run this program. Here you can see what I have put inside this parenthesis has printed on the terminal, and right after this statement the cursor is waiting for input. Here I am going to write a input in here called John, then press enter. Here you can see our program has ended. Also we have enter some input in here. So again I am going to do a little change in here. I am going to give a space in here. Then I am going to run this program again. Here you can see after our this enter your name statement semicolon, then right after this colon you can see a space. That space came from the space I have put in here. So again I am going to enter the input John in here, then run again. Okay, our program has run successfully and ended. So even we are giving input to here, what happened to our input? So even we are receiving input from the user, still we are not store that input inside the variable. So I am going to create a variable called name and store the receiving input inside this variable. So let's run this program again. Here I am going to enter John name again and press enter. Okay, as the previous we can see the same process happened. So even we are store our input inside this variable, still we are not going use this value of this variable anywhere. So I am going to use this value of this variable in this print statement. Here I am going to call my variable. Already you know if when we are calling this variable's name, it should give us what it has stored in this movement. So what is this variable stored in this movement? Simply it stores input which will enter the user. So let's run our program again. as we have done previous, I'm going to enter my name again, John, then press enter. Here you can see the from this line we are entering the input to the program, and in this line from the print statement it has printed on the terminal. So this is how we are receiving input and use it inside our program. So one thing we can learn in here additionally, so uh, how interpreter interprets these commands. To demonstrate this, I have written several print statements, and you can see inside these parentheses I have written A, B, C and D. So let's run our program. Here you can see A, B, C and D has printed on the terminal uh, in sequence manner. So it confirms interpreter interprets our command in top to the bottom. Also interpreter interprets our command left to the right. So after finishing what interpreter has to do in this first line, then he go to the second line. Then what it has to do in this line, uh, after finishing that work, then he goes to the third line. Likewise, interpreter interprets our program. So now we can answer for our question. So first we need to ask name and age from the user. Then we can print these sentences as we need. So let's get back to the Visual Studio. Here I am going to create a new variable called name, and I am going to store input inside this variable. Let's try it. Enter your name inside this parenthesis, and I am going to create a new variable for store the age. As same in the previous line, I am going to write another input statement and write inside these parentheses enter your age here. Then we can make our sentence as we expect. So we need to display this sentence inside the terminal. So I'm going to write a print statement here, and inside the parentheses I'm going to write this sentence in here. So here we can learn a new thing. So we happen to use value of these variables inside this string. So how we can do this? So we can separate this string like this. My name is 1, and then I am going to use the plus mark here. Then I am writing my variable's name again right after the plus mark. Then here again I need to use the value of this variable. Again I am going to separate this string using the plus mark. Then age, again plus mark. Then I am going to create this as a string. Here what I have done, we are calling this operation concatenate. So basically I am using value of this variable inside this string. So this calls concatenate. So let's run this program. It's asking for the name. I'm going to enter John name, then press enter. Then it asking age, then I'm going to write 2 and 2 in here. Okay, it's printed my name is John and I'm 22 years old. So you can see it print all together. So I need to separate this sentence. So I'm going to simply add the space here, here, here and here. So let's run our program again. I'm going to put John name again, then 22 age. Okay, here you can see my name is John and I'm 22 years old. This sentence has successfully printed on the terminal. So one thing I need to mention, here you can see inside these double quotes I have used another quote in here. So when we are using double quotes to represent this is a string, in that time we should use another type of quotes inside the this double quotes. This means when you are using double quotes to represent this is a string, we need to use single quotes inside the this string. So this is for today. Thank you for watching.